Welcome back to EvolandII, where we just beat this boss here. We shall see what is hidden. What was he protecting? This machine? This generator? Let's hit the message. July 16, 949. Subject X is resisting more effectively than expected. Her power has visibly diminished, and the energy thus removed is now stored within the weapon. I will loosen my grasp on her in order to question her. End recording. So that's what the weapon is. It's energy. Pure energy. Taken from whoever Subject X is. We haven't found Professor Jiro, but he sure didn't seem very nice. Why would he do such a thing? I don't know, but maybe he had his reasons. Maybe he wanted to protect something, or someone. Protect someone? I don't know if that really justifies such a risk. When you love someone, you do all you can to protect them. And you, Fina? Who would you protect? Stevex! He's protected me ever since we met from all the kinds of things. So I'd like to be able to return the favor. But for that to happen, he'd have to be in danger. Best not wish for something like that. That's true. With all this traveling back and forth in time, I'm starting to mix up cause and effect. The world was so much simpler before. Everything had a beginning and an end. You couldn't change what happened. You could only regret things. I wonder what will happen when we finally destroy that weapon. What will become of the future you visited? All the people who lived there. I'm especially worried about Minos. He's still there, stuck in a time that's not his own. What will happen to him? Minos, Prince of Demonia. I still struggle to believe you actually met him. Do you realize that thousands of pages were written attempting to explain his disappearance? I would have loved to meet him. Now, how do we destroy this thing? There has to be a way. Everybody freeze! The Ginyu Force is here! If you thought you got rid of us, think again, because we are... the Imperial Special Forces. Give it up, you're surrounded. And this time you actually are. You'll have to beat us to get away. Don't give them any ideas. Personally, I don't want to face them one bit. They look pretty darn strong. Give it up, without resisting. What do we do? Want to give them a beating? Stevex, are you alright? My head hurts bad. Stevex! Didn't let me control that. I remember that weapon. I have to use it? Stevex, no! Don't! Weapon 001 activated. Annihilation imminent. Please evacuate immediately. Stevex! Why did you do that? Everything will be destroyed because of you! Forgive me, Vina. This voice in my head. Who are you? It's all over. But could it be a time travel or a transportation device? It just destroys everything in its wake. The end. No, it's just the beginning. If we get isekai'd, it could totally happen. Mom? That you? There now. Just relax. you've been asleep for almost 9 hours now. I had a horrible nightmare. I dreamt I went back in time. It was terrible. Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1049. 1049? Hey! Who are you? You're not my mom. A name. It's been a while since I needed it. You can call me... Ooh, the baddie. Ceres. Sure. Ceres, I have a feeling we have met before. I was just a young girl. And here's the famous Stivix. Reunited again after all this time. You know Stivix? Then maybe you can help him. Help him? I already have. When we first met, you helped me escape from the Imperial Guards. I aided you in kind by saving you from the weapon's explosion. The weapon? It's horrible. The great disaster did happen. We were supposed to prevent it. But Stivix... Not everyone can escape their destiny. Fina? Where are we? The weapon? It exploded and then... Aika! You're okay. What a relief. The weapon blew up. And then Ceres saved us. I think she brought us to the future. The future? Since we're traveling through time, I'd rather be at the time of the Magi. Ceres, is that your name? You seem unique, neither human nor demon. My father was a demon, my mother a human. Well, I think so. My memories are all blurred. Amazing. I don't think there's ever been a case like yours before. You truly are unique. Let me examine you. Aika, Ceres saved us from the explosion. You shouldn't really be thanking her. Sorry, I'm fascinated by mysteries and anything out of the ordinary. Hey, speaking of mysteries... Stivix! Are you okay? Got your wits back? About what happened in the weapon room. We don't need to discuss that. Stivix never wanted it to happen, and it's not his fault. We just have to use another megalith to go back before that moment and stop the weapon from exploding. Great idea. However, that might create a space-time paradox. I'm not sure what will happen then. Well, it's our only shot. Sadly, it's not impossible. Megaliths were designed specifically to prevent that sort of thing. If you return now to what is your present, you'll always arrive after the weapon is triggered. No! That can't be! My village! My family! May I ask how you know this? Only the ancient Magi knew how the Megaliths operated. I don't know. I have memories, and sometimes I see things that are yet to come. For the Megaliths, I know it won't work. How fascinating. It's possible your heritage bestowed you with abilities no one has ever seen. As for the weapon, there is another way. Really? Oh, you're awesome, Ceres. It won't be that easy, but with the Magi Key, we can indeed accomplish this feat. The Magi Key? One of the 3 legendary Magi artifacts? You know where it is? It's rather complicated. The Magi created the key as a kind of safety. It was supposed to remove something from the fabric of time, but it was far too dangerous. So they broke it and gave each fragment to a leader of their time. For a long time, I have been looking for these fragments. I think I know where they are, but I will need your help to gather them. So that's it. I never thought that time itself could be changed. Well, not before meeting Stivix and Fina. So if we use the Magi Key to remove the weapon from time, it will have never existed and will never have been activated. Exactly. That's perfect. Let's go find those Magi Key pieces and wipe out that heinous weapon once and for all. I do hope the consequences aren't worse yet. I was like, is she gonna join the party? Stevix, I have memories of you as well. I think we share something. Oh, I almost forgot. Take this, it's important. A control terminal that looks super technologically advanced. This item allows you to journey through the ages. With it, you can activate the megaliths. Use it to find all the fragments. I will open a pathway for you all. Sure. I wonder if C16's a reference to something. Stevix, you'd like to know about the pieces of the Magi key. Yeah? Information about which fragment? Fire. Have you met the pirates? Their hideout can be found in your present near a volcano. They possess the fragment of fire. Information about which fragment? Ice. When the Empire ruled the land, before the frozen continent began to melt, there lived fierce Vikings. They guard the fragment of ice. Information. Okay. Nature. Far to the southwest is an island, and on this island is a timeless forest. And deep within that forest, you'll find the fragment of nature. Demons locked a fragment away in their most sacred temple, but its location was lost when Demonia was destroyed in the Great War. There is said to be a special megalith in Windy Valley. It supposedly grants access to the fragment of time, the one most shrouded in mystery. Information. Okay, then that's good. To locate the fragments, you'll have to travel through time. Use the controller. I wished I could join you, but I must. Return to me if you seek to know more about the fragments. Alright, there we go. Beam me up, Scotty. Ooh, okay. Figure out exactly where this is that it's dropped me off. Oh, it's like a new spot. Alright, so I was just thinking about the Windy Valley, I think, because that's where the ice power was going to allow us to get across that little gap. That's the guy who was researching. He who sought to fly like the wind. Or maybe he died when he tried to fly. Yeah, nothing new with you. I wonder if we can play cards up here. Watch yourself, climbing is most perilous. After all, we have little use for weak disciples. Only the best. Okay, so they're not gonna let me in. It sucks. It's kind of where I'd need to be. Can't go up that. And also I have the ability with passage or whatever, the writ of passage. When is anybody a card player? I hope it's gonna pop up somewhere. Let's see if there's anything of use on this island. What the heck are you on about? Time paradox! I'm only theorizing. It is equally possible we will end up in my era, or that of Miss Fina in Solid Snail. But as Miss Fina would say, I fear we have no other choice anyway. Exactly. Off we go. We won't know until we get there. And I don't want to stick around in this future. Huh? They've disappeared. Why did I fail to leave with them? You weren't standing close enough. And what am I to do now? Wait, like, took the stairs down, now they're back up again? Okay. Minos! I am glad to see you again. Solid Snail. Miss Fina, I thought you had vanished forever. That must mean the Magalith did not serve its purpose. Actually, it did. It worked just fine. But it's a long story. Where should I start? I can hardly believe it. My son, a terrorist, and the weapon. But I mustn't worry so. Reno is no longer a child in this era, so he surely must have fled before the explosion. Perhaps I shall see him yet. I too was rather surprised to see them materialize out of nowhere, and when they told me everything I had trouble believing it as well. Who would believe someone claiming to be from the future? I wasn't truly convinced until after speaking with Ceres. Ceres. Can we trust her? She saved us from the weapon's explosion, and she told us how to collect the shattered pieces of the Magi key. I am well aware of that, Miss Fina, and she has my deepest gratitude. Without her, I would never have seen you two again. But my father always told me that everything comes at a price. What exactly did she come to your aid? That much I would like to know. In any case, her knowledge about the Magi can't be questioned. The sparse descriptions of the Magi key I studied confirm her explanation. That changes nothing for my son. On the contrary, if we wipe the weapon from the timeline, Reno will never have thought to try activating it. A sizable chunk of history will be rewritten. To be perfectly honest, the very thought of it frightens me. How can we be sure there won't be unintended consequences? Well, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing. There's always a risk, no matter what you do in your life. And frankly, I can't get much worse than this. I agree with Miss Fina. Regardless of what we change, the situation can only improve for me. For us, definitely. Perhaps not for everyone else. But then, I suppose it is worth a shot. I really hope we're doing the right thing, Stevix. Quickly, let's bring the pieces of the Magi key to Ceres. I'm pleased to be helping you once again, Solid Snail. Yay! Let's activate this right away, or actually, I want to go activate our purple girl at the witch. Have Minos so we can actually break the rock if we go back in time as well. And so far, textures and everything are loading. See if that keeps up. Let's just stop here. Oh, it puts us at the top, eh? It's already cleared, yeah, so it just lets you bypass at this point. Gonna wake one. Ica, the only option we have. Its powers reach level 2, focus longer for a more powerful attack. So it's just powerful. Green goop. other goop. Blue goop. Oh, bigger arc. That alone is worth it. Is there something that I could potentially get to up in there in the future timeline? I feel like I've done everything in the future timeline. I'm not missing anything there. And I think this is just kind of busted up here. But I'll check it anyways. Yeah, we're not doing anything. Oh, we have some loading error there. I don't think we can get into this place. Oh, we can. Yeah, that's no use. That's getting worse. Is there anything in the city? And this is just the Windy Valley, but there's nowhere I can go. Guess we might as well hit the city while we're here. Eee. Okay, catching up. Oh yeah, because I want to look for people that can play cards. If that's even a thing. I should go to the inn, that's the best option. If anyone can play, it will be here. Uh-oh. Have we failed to load? Well, it's about time to end the episode, so catch y'all next time. Blah.